Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today we're going over what owns in patch 9.2. Alright, I think it's really cool and trendy to hate on WoW in 2022. Alright, but I think there's 5 really good things that Blizzard added this patch that it doesn't seem like a lot of people are talking about, and that got me really excited personally. So I want to share that with you guys today. What owns about patch 9.2? First, I just had it about like what I like about patch 9.2. I'm like, no, these own. These are great changes. Number 1, Cosmic Flux. It's a new currency. Is rewarded from Arena, which basically means that you don't have to do any more Torghast. No more Torghast if you're a PvPer. What? This is amazing. This is amazing. So part of me is like ecstatic. The other part of me is like, why wasn't this launched like this on release? This should have been in the game from the get-go. Actually, all 5 of these things I'm ecstatic about, but I also was like, why did we have to wait for like 9.2 for this? Because this owns, all right? So yeah, Cosmic Flux. You just get Cosmic Flux from doing everything. Like, in fact, my character right now has almost 25,000 Cosmic Flux from just playing Arena and doing PvP and just messing around. That's pretty darn cool. So with Cosmic Flux from this guy in Haven, in the new area, Zereth Mortis, you can just go to this guy and buy a bag of explored souls. This gives you Soul Ash and Soul Cinder to create a legendary item. So you don't have to do any more Torghast. This is amazing, all right? You can just buy that with Cosmic Flux that you get from Arena. This owns, all right? That's probably my favorite thing. Like, hey, no more Torghast? I can just play PvP. Cool, all right? Second favorite thing, sockets you can just buy from the Great Vault vendor. Guys, I don't think anyone understands how incredible this was. When I saw this on Twitter, I'll go over to Orbos and show you guys. When I saw this on Twitter, I was freaking out. Like, normally, to get sockets, you had to do weeks of PvE questing. Weeks. To the point where I never even did it. I'm like, it's not even worth it. The last 2 seasons, I didn't even have sockets on my mage at the end of the season because it was just too much work, man. Not even on my main mage. I never got sockets on my main character. I think it was like 12 weeks of questing you needed to do to get sockets, and I did like 8 out of the 12, and then I got burnt out, and I'm like, dude, I can't do this. It's just too many quests, too much stuff to think about, too much stuff to do, so I gave up. Now, every week on the Great Vault, if you don't get what you want, you can choose to get the little orbs at the bottom. So normally that's a feels bad man, but now it's a feels good man, because Blizzard added this vendor here, and look at this. Add a socket to a Shadowlands Season 3 item that does not already have one. Can be used on helms, necks, bracers, belts, and ring. 6 tokens gives you a socket. From when you're Sag, because you didn't get any gear, you can just buy a socket and put it on a piece. This is amazing. 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 From PvP, you can add sockets. No more Torghast, no more PvE. You can just play Arena and get sockets and get legendaries. This is, once again, I'm so happy, but it's like, man, this is how the game always should have been. You don't have to do weeks upon weeks upon weeks of grinding rep. You can just buy it. Like, this owns. All right, third favorite thing. Full 278 condies from the vendor in Orbos. This owns. All right, I haven't had full conduits this entire expansion on any character. Because why? Because you can't get any of them from Arena. None of them, normally, from Arena. You have to do Mythic Plus, which I don't do, or Raid, which I don't do. So I'm like, what do? I just didn't get any of them. Before this, all my conduits were 213 or something. Or, you know, whatever. They were super low. I didn't do any of it. I can fully get 278 conduits from only playing Arena. What? Yeah, Shannon's in the kitchen saying, woo! Like, that's insane. Insane. I think it's from Wild Hunt. It's this guy. Look at this. Increase your attunement to the Shadowlands, learning all conduits, raising them to 278. Now, you have to be 2400 rating, I think, or have to do full plus 20 Mythic Plus runs, or clear the Mythic Raid. I think those are the 3 options. Of course, if you're an Arena player, you just, you know, you can literally just do Arena and get your legendaries with no Torghast. You can get full sockets eventually with doing nothing except playing Arena, and you can get full conduits from just doing Arena. Now, you do have to get 24, and a lot of people are upset about this 2400 rating thing. Like, bro, that's way too high. and I have mixed feelings about this. Like, is it high rating? Yes, but the feature here is that you should get conduits through the normal avenues. But if you just get full 20 in Mythic Plus, you can skip. Like, if you get to the end game, they're basically saying, here, you can get full conduits because you got to the end game without using the conduits. If you got to 2400 rating without needing the conduits, then you can just get it. So this is like a skip. I don't know. I think it's really, 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 really good to have something like this in the game. Oh shoot, don't look at those. I think it would be maybe even better to make this maybe easier for people to obtain. But hey, I'll take it. It's a skip where if you get a certain rating, you can just get it. This to me owns so hard. Once again, it could maybe even be better if they just made it so like you could unlock it through PvP, buying it with Cosmic Flux or something on some type of like time gate to where you could just get all of them anyway. But still, I think this owns. The fact that this is in the game makes me so happy. So basically, like, let's recap. You don't have to do Torghast. You can just PvP. You don't have to do daily quests to unlock rep over 12 weeks. You can just PvP to get sockets. You don't have to do anything to get full conduits. You can just grind your rating. Once you get 2400, you can just get full conduits. All right. All the 3 things that sucked about this expansion that you had to grind, you can all do through only PvP. That owns. All right. Now, you can, my 4th favorite thing about patch 9.2, you can fly in Zereth Mortis with just doing an easy quest chain, unlocking the secrets. You can just go to YouTube, all right? Like right here in the YouTube bar when you're watching this video. Well, first hit the subscribe button, like the video, and leave a comment. And thumbs the video up too. And while you're doing that, if you want to just look up a tutorial unlocking the secrets, you can do all of these in like a couple hours, maybe 3 hours, 2 to 4 hours, depending on like how far your character is. It's super easy. You can get flying in like probably a day or 2. Easy peasy. Now you can fly in the new zone. This owns for 2 reasons. 1, it makes just navigating the zone a lot easier and a lot less of a headache. Korthia and the Maw, you couldn't fly. It sucked. I don't know about you guys, but I couldn't stand those zones because I was on my ground mount. I didn't know where anything was. The terrain was hard to traverse, so I just decided to never do any of the content. Now that I can fly here, I find myself in the zone more, killing rares more, doing my dailies more. It just owns. Flying is unlocked so easily. All you have to do is that 1 achievement. Next, the only thing that you actually have to do every day if you want your rep, right? And we'll get into why you need the rep in a second, are 3 world quests. That's it. 3 world quests in Zereth Mortis. 3. You can do that so quickly. I've already done mine today. You can fly around and do these 3 world quests in 4 minutes. Depends on which ones. Maybe anywhere from like 3 minutes to 10 minutes. Done. That's it. That's the only thing you have to do every day. Like 3 minutes. That's fine for me. I'm a PvPer. I am fine with 3 world quests a day. I can do that in between queues while playing arena. And it's a very minor inconvenience. And I can get those 3 done in less than 10 minutes. I am fine with that type of time requirement. Now it's like, well, what do you need the rep for? You only need the rep for 1 thing. Once you get revered with the Enlightened, and I'm like a day or so away. Once you get revered with the Enlightened, you can create the legendary Unity. With the legendary Unity, that's your 2nd legendary, right? You can craft it on any item, and it's account wide, by the way. You only have to do this on 1 character. It's account wide. Once you unlock Unity, you have it for every character, which owns. That's another thing which owns. And then you get your 2nd legendary, right? Boom. So you need that revered for your 2nd legendary, or you could just you can use the default 2nd legendary from just finishing the storyline, right? But if you want the specific legendary on a specific slot of gear, you have to get revered. But once again, it's not that bad, right? You can get revered by doing just 3 world quests a day. You get 100 rep per. You can even get a contract with the Enlightened to get 10 more rep. And if you just do that with the weekly and the world boss once a week, so the world boss once a week and the weekly once a week, you'll have it in like a couple weeks of just playing the game. It's not that bad. It's not like all this crazy, like you have to go through these interdimensional portals and rifts and go here and travel this and get these certain, it's like, it's so easy. So easy. As a PvPer, this owns. Like, this farms. Okay. Bonus, all right? Surprise! We got even more cool stuff. Creation Catalyst owns, you can create the tier sets. It's not out yet, but in a couple weeks when it's out, you can create tier sets from PvP gear. So like if I wanted my Cosmic Gladiators Silk Guys, I could transfer that to a tier set. That's cool. I actually don't plan to. I have a mage guide that's out or should be coming out that covers that. I don't think the tier set's actually that good for mages, but if I wanted to, I could. Cool. Alt skipping the storyline. You can just skip a couple of the chapters of the storyline super easily. And you don't even need to do the full storyline in alts if you don't want, unless you want to unlock the conduits, then you might have to. Account-wide double legendary, that owns. Like with Unity, you can just get revered on one character and you have it on every character. Like what? Double legendary account-wide, that owns. You can actually send legendary mats as well at just another vendor in Orbos. I think it's up on the second story next to the Flight Master, to where you can just send legendary mats to your alts too. So alts are easier. All you have to do is the 3 world quests, which is super easy. Flying is super easy. You can get full conduits just from arenas. You can get full sockets just from arenas. You can get a currency called Cosmic Flux just from arenas. So what do I like about patch 9.2? An arena player can self-sustain themselves just from playing arena. This is what we've been asking for 15 years, or however long it's been. Thank you, Blizzard. This owns. For the future, I would love to see mechanics like this introduced immediately when the next expansion drops. Not after 2 years, not after a year, not after 6 months, not after 3 months. Immediately when the expansion drops, to be able to self-sustain arena play through arena. Let me say that again. Self-sustain arena play only through arena. Being able to get full BIS PvP gear for PvP only through arena. I don't know how else I can say that. That is so important for the accessibility and the growth of PvP in World of Warcraft. In this patch, nailed it, and I'm happy with that. But moving forward, let's keep this in, because that owns. Anyway, that's what I like about patch 9.2. Obviously, I'm pretty fired up. It's pretty awesome. A lot of great quality of life. I hope it stays here for patches to come, and we keep on a system where we can just get full arena geared from arena. Stay with me, full arena gear from arena. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Talk to me in the comments about what you guys want to see in upcoming uploads, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.